Welcome back, everyone. I hope you guys have had fun studying sine x. Today we will continue on with our fun with the cosine x. Okay, here we will continue to talk about some more graphs. So here's cosine x, the regular one. It shoots out from 1 at 0. It's going to start over here, and then it still has period of 2 pi just like sine x. So we're going to make 4 equal marks here just to denote 2 pi over here. And it's going to touch 0 here, 0 here. It's going to touch minus 1 at that point. And at 2 pi, we're going to come back to 1. So just plotting these points, we're going to get this kind of stuff. Let me just stand over here to make it better. Now that's art. That's not bad at all. All right, so just like cosine, we're going to make some shift here by adding some points. A cosine bx minus c. It's exactly the same way. A is the amplitude. 2 pi over b is the new period. And c over b is my phase shift. Where do I start? Where's my first point, right? Where do I start? Over here, right? My x value, that's what they're telling us. All right, let's do some exercise then, using this graph exactly. All right, so I want to make a new one using, let's go for 1/2. Because we always did 2. 1/2 and cosine of 2x minus pi over 2. Sounds good to me. All right, we want to make some shift here, but before anything, let's figure things out here. Let me just make some room and then write these things down. Exploring our amplitude. Amplitude has changed to 1/2, so it got squashed this way. And my period changed to 2 pi over 2, which is pi. So it got squashed this way, right? And my phase shift is we are starting at x equals to pi over 2 divided by 2, which is pi over 4. So let's use these information. Okay, over here I have pi over 2. Right in the half, I have pi over 4. So we're saying I'm going to start at this x. At this x, I'm going to have 1. But because I have amplitude changed to 1/2, I don't start at 1, but I start at 1/2 right there. Okay, that's pretty good so far. My period is pi, which means pi over 4 plus pi gives you 5 pi over 4, which is right there. 5 pi over 4. And we're going to repeat ourselves every one of them, right? So we're going to go through 0 here, come minus 1/2 there. Let's mark that, minus 1/2, 1/2. And then come back to 0, come back to 1/2. So we're going to get this kind of graph. Let's make this right. All right, that's pretty. All right, so we have this continuing, of course, continuing this way, but we have something that is squeezed by half, squeezed this way by half, and phase shift by pi over 4. So something you can just practice and get yourself used to, and it'll help you a lot. Rather than sometimes using calculator, this is better method for you. All right, now let's explore tangent x. Tangent x is slightly different. You guys remember tangent x is sine x over cosine x. And just because cosine x, if cosine x 0, then tangent x becomes undefined, right? So going back to this graph quickly, I see that pi over 2 gives 0 for cosine x. 3 pi over 2 also gives you 0 for tangent x, right? So 0 for cosine x, which is tangent x undefined. So that tangent x looks like this. It doesn't have period of 2 pi, but it has period of pi. So we're going to cut it right here, cut it right there. We're going to call this minus pi over 2,